Okay, let's see. Hopefully that works. Hopefully that stays steady.
Can you see me? Do I need to go back, forward, or it's good?
You're good. Yeah, you're fine. Okay, Sasha, well, thank you for joining me. What's your story? Where are you from?
I'm from San Angelo, Texas, and I came here. I worked for a security company that was based out of Dallas, and then I went to work for a security company that's here in Austin, and I was their #1 flex. I went everywhere for them and really enjoyed my job. And then I had a car wreck. Somebody hit me head on while I was sitting still in my car across the median. And this truck I was buying from Redline Auto, I thought I was paying $7,000 for it. I paid $4,000 down and paid 2 payments of $1,000, and they ended up taking all the insurance money, saying I was paying $10,500 for it. So I had no insurance money to get another vehicle. And they said they didn't have anything for me to get in, 0 down. And the man died where I was living, and I was being evicted. And the judge was great. He found favor in me. I still had to move and had nowhere to go, and no family to speak of, and ended up homeless and ended up here. And it's been a wild ride out here, definitely learning how to survive on foot and in a vast community, very much so.
How long have you been living on the streets?
For a year now.
A year?
For a year now.
Okay.
And
has it mostly been in this camp?
It's been in this camp solely.
The whole time?
Well,
okay.
Not at first. At first, I went to the end of the street where I was living and stayed under a tarp behind some people's home. And that was really rough, especially during the rainy months and stuff like that. And then I came out here, and you know, it's hard. It's I can't speak. Of course, for being a man out here, but being a woman out here, it's rough. I've been raped, and there's a problem with men coming in women's tents while they're asleep and vulnerable or whatnot. There's been the issue of rats. We live with rats. I had one bite my hand while I was asleep. They live in the trees here.
And that's why they did that big fire the other week?
Yeah.
Because I remember that big pile of trash, and I remember a couple months ago somebody was complaining about the rats that it attracted. And
yes, and the problem is they won't let us do anything with the trash, as far as they won't let us burn any of it. We have nowhere to take it to. Can't get any roll-offs out here or anything, because they say that there's people that would donate them, but they don't know who the owner of the property is, and they have to have their permission.
So they have no clue who owns this property?
No. A friend of mine looked it up, and it looks like the owners are passed on now, whether it's in probate or where it's gone to since then. I don't have any idea. It shows a sole owner from the beginning of time. There's no sale on the property where it's changed hands or anything like that. So I don't know.
And the stuff that is fenced and the areas that are fenced in, that's not their. Whose property is that?
I don't know. There's
maybe the city.
3 different LLCs that have the property out here.
Okay.
There's this piece. There's that's got a sole owner. There's another piece on the other side of the pipeline that belongs to someone else, and then the camp that they destroyed up top belonged to someone else too.
Okay.
And what they've been doing here since I've been here, there was a camp down here on the corner, and they gave those people 15 minutes to grab 2 bags of their belongings and hit the road. They gave no vouchers for a place to stay or anything. They told them if they did not do this, that they would be arrested. They came with the Austin Police Department, and they came in droves. And then I know for a fact that some of the people that were hired to clean up the camp were selling generators and things that were left behind.
Right.
And it was terrible that whoever has pull with the Austin Police Department, because they came with them, took these things from these homeless people. And then they came and destroyed the camp up top and did the same thing. Told them they had 15 minutes to grab 2 bags and to hit the road and to get out, to pretty much hit the street. They could not be on the property whatsoever, or they would be arrested. And a lot of these people are mentally ill. Like, they're just not right. Not right at all.
Now,
I know that when my place burned, someone set it on fire, I believe, from the circumstances that were seen and done.
what was that right over there?
This was right here. Yeah, see where all these trees are dead in here.
Right.
The fire went all the way to the top of those trees where you see it's dead up there.
Right.
And the fire was about to hit my little room where I sleep here.
Mm-hmm.
And the firemen came. We called 911 because it was way out of control for us to put it out. And so I asked the fireman that came if he would please put the water on the little place first to try to save my belongings. And he told me verbatim, he said, "Ma'am, I don't want to be here. I know this place. I'm here all the time." That's all he said. And I just walked off at that point. I knew that he didn't really care about saving anything of mine by his words and by his actions. And so I just let it go. There wasn't anything I could do about it.
So, in your time being here, how many people would you say have come to talk to you about housing?
Really one. Let's see. Really one.
Just one.
Up until recently, which was Tiny Monk came just recently and found out about us and came over here and has talked. But Sunrise came in July of last year. And I hadn't seen them since I saw them in July. I went to go see them. I would talk to them. They had lost me at one point, and then they found my paperwork again. And just recently, Sunrise came back out 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
They came back 2 days ago. They came in July and then came back out 2 days ago. Amber helped me get housing at one point to go to the marshalling yard, but I went over there and I checked myself out of there. It's really, it's drug invested. I was there for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, I went to go see the lady who was going to be my caregiver or whatnot, and signed in, and she never rang. She never came to my bed to see me. I waited all day, not going anywhere for her several days, hoping that she would come see me. I signed in daily with her, and to no avail. No one came to see me. And there was fights all the time. Security was lacking. They did do away with the security company that they had working for them at the marshal yard during the time I was there. Come here, Rain. Come here. Lay down. And so, come here, Rain. Come here. Come here. Come lay down. It's all right. And so, it's been rough. So they tell me that they're coming to tear down this camp early next week. So I have like 3 days.
So they told you that. When did they tell you that?
They told me yesterday, and that was by me pursuing if they were coming to tear us down.
Right.
It wasn't because somebody came and offered the information to let me have time to get my things to get out or or whatnot. Obviously, I've lived here for a year, so to move my stuff in 2 or 3 days is unrealistic.
Right.
And
well, there's a lot of stuff here too.
Yeah. It is. And you know, the way of life to be honest and living is that we go in dumpsters and get what's okay that we can resell for food or clothing or whatever it may be that we need.
Right.
There's not a whole bunch of places around here. You can go one time and one time only to the food bank here, and they give good food, but you only get to go one time, and that's it.
You mean one time?
One time that you can walk in there and get food. You're not allowed to go back and get food again. You have to go find a place that they have maybe a food truck or somewhere else that they're
not like
set up.
once a week or
no, just a one-time only deal.
That's at the Central Texas Food Bank?
Yes, that's
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I don't understand that really, but
well, I think their intention is, because I've been there and they have a pretty big spot. That's where they get all their, all
and they grow things there too.
All the donations, really come in. And I know that they distribute it out through the city, and they should be coming out here to places like this to, make you guys aware and also engaging to see when they can bring food out and what they can do.
And I want to say Meals on Wheels.
Yeah.
They have been great. They are the one sole entity that has definitely come and fed us.
Right.
Like sometimes it's really hard to get out in this, weather or whatever the weather may be.
Mm.
I know I'm 56 years old, and it is hard to go out in 100-degree weather and try to come up with something to sell or trade or whatever it may be to have food. And
I came through here over this past summer. It's rough out here in the summer.
It is. It is really hard.
Rough.
No fans, no nothing. And it's that way in the winter. Last night was really cold. Really cold. And we're not supposed to have fires, of course.
Yeah.
But we do anyways. We have to stay warm. That's just part of the survival of being outdoors.
Well, I think it's because y'all are from Texas too.
Right. No doubt. No doubt.
Back home, this is just football weather. That's all that is.
Right.
That's all that is.
Right.
So what dangers have you faced here in this camp outside of dealing with housing people and police and your stuff? What happens?
When she was a puppy, they were good at barking at people. And then when they knew someone, they would just come back in and retreat because they knew them and were done with the barking thing. So they were barking furiously at somebody, and by the time they had just kept going on, I had just hit the door to tell them to come in and see who was out here. But they came in, so I figured they knew and somebody was fixing to walk in.
Right.
Well, the next thing I know, the place is on fire. And there was somebody that was sick enough to go around starting fires, and one of the things was when that fireman said that, 2 days later the camp burned down at the bottom of the hill, and it was a big fire. That guy's place was burned down. Then 4 days later, the camp up top, which had been cleared out, caught on fire. And I was able to, I do want to say this, I was able to catch the fire chief or marshal. He was in one of the red vehicles, and I stopped him at the store the day that fire happened, because there was 3 fires within 1 week. And I told him about what was said to me by his firemen, and he said it was unacceptable and that he would speak with them, and I appreciated that some things just need to be addressed like that. And when I asked him about who's starting these fires, who's investigating, nobody ever came and spoke to me about how it started or anything of the sort. I guess because they're so numb to them happening, they just really don't.
Right.
They just don't care, care to the point where they're going to investigate it at least. So it happened, and it just was what it was. just happened. And so we deal with the fires. We deal with because I'm here on the highway. I think I get more people come here than they do on the inside, of course, because they see me and they come see what's here. But I get a lot of people that come in and steal what they want to steal or do what they want to do, and that's man against woman. Men are stronger than women by far more than not.
Right.
And so a lot of bullying, a lot of
but you
can't
got
shut somebody out.
Yeah, you got Bobby here now.
Bobby's here now, but he wasn't always here. I was here for 8 months by myself, and it was rough. Bicycles are a necessity for me because of the fact that it's really hard to walk a far distance than it is to ride a bike. I've had my bike stolen over and over. Like, it's hard to keep a bike around here. It's just dealt with men coming in my tent while I'm asleep or whatever. I've dealt with the cold. The cold's one thing. I have gone and tried to burn some of the trash. The trash is the big thing because of all the diseases, all the things, not having a proper restroom. Trying to take a bath during the winter is rough because you have to have warm water. You can't just do it cold. You end up sick. I was in the hospital not too long ago with an abscess that was on my head. They never said where it came from or what it was, but it was deadly. It was bad. But I can say that they called the EMTs and they came out here and gave me antibiotics out here. The doctor did, and they're real good about coming. We had them come for 2 days ago for a young man that busted his elbow open and became really bad. And they came out and they doctored it, and I mean they're good to us. If we need some medical assistance, somebody will come. That's good. Yeah, for sure.
So you said Sunrise came last week. What did they say to you?
They said that they were sorry that they hadn't been out and that they were going to be here now. They were going to be here for us. And that was on Wednesday. And today's Friday. So Wednesday they came out. Thursday they did bring food because we told them that the Meals on Wheels is so good. Like, I can't even say enough about Meals on Wheels. I wish they knew how appreciative we were to their food. Anyways, Sunrise did come and bring us the young man that's with them, Jeremy. He's great. He did keep his word. He came back and he brought us food on Thursday. And he said that he gave me his phone number, which was nice. Nobody had ever given their phone number up and said, hey, if you have an emergency or they come and try to take you out or whatever they do, you can call me. And I appreciate that from him.
What I'm not understanding with the city or the nonprofits is why, they're not working together to tackle one project at a time, one camp at a time.
To help them, to integrate them into something, somewhere. This is what I'm at the point where this is sad, but I think that whoever this is, whatever committee this is, they have access to the Austin Police Department, for one, because they come with them. So it has to be someone with that much pull to bring officers by the drove. They have like 10 of them, at a time.
Right.
And they come and they run these people from their homes, and then they take their stuff and they sell it and make money off of it. And so who's evil enough to do something like that?
Right.
And that is evil. That's straight up evil. You're going to take from the poor and profit from them.
So did they need to reassess you for housing when they came out? Did they do another
They said
assessment?
they did not.
They didn't.
No, they said they did not need to do that I was in the system. And she told me this time, she said that she used her hand. She said, here's the list. She said, you're right about here. So that didn't tell me much, but
Right.
it says that I'm moving up the ladder somewhere, but I don't know.
Okay.
It's not fast enough. It's and I'm sure they got a whole bunch of people, that are homeless. There are so many people, and the thing that makes me the saddest about this is the majority of the people are sick, mentally ill. They need help. Like, they need someone to care for them, to help them with whatever it is. Like, and I'm talking about really mentally ill people. Like,
Right.
I mean, I went to college. I studied psychology in college, and these people are sick. They start fires. They don't know how to keep themselves clean.
Do you think that might be from the drugs or what?
No, I believe that some are from drugs, because I have seen people that seem to be the norm and then take drugs and are not the norm.
Right.
But I'm talking about people who are mentally ill without drugs, have been since they were young. Like, they've been that way all their lives. Like, somewhere somebody didn't want them, left them to themselves. There's young ladies that are out here that have been out here since they were 14, 15 years old.
Wow.
And I see it all the time. I've called Amber a couple of times, who's my contact, to help with the police or whatever, because there's young girls that are out here that are loose with themselves and don't have anywhere to go. They're minors.
They should be contacting LifeWorks.
LifeWorks?
Yeah, they're the nonprofit for, the housing minors. They should really be getting out here. I've met with them a couple times in the work world. So.
This is what gets me. So Sunrise is here, and when they were on their way out, right now we have this young lady at the camp, and she walks around barefoot.
Is that the young black girl that
Yes.
I see? Okay.
Okay, well, when she was here the other day, she had no clothes on.
Right.
None. And nobody can make her put on clothes, obviously.
Right.
But don't we need to call someone that would help her or something, because it's just not right. It's just not right. Now, I had a pair of shoes in my hand the other day and offered them to her, and she was like, no, I got flip-flops somewhere. And obviously she wasn't all right. You know what I mean?
Well, I've, I think 3 times at this point now, I've chased that girl around this camp trying to get her water, some pants, some shoes. I don't know how she's
did give her
around
blankets. They had blankets in hand, and they went in a hurry and went and got some clothes and stuff, and she was receptive to taking it.
Yeah. I even called Amber and the other lady at one point and brought them out here too.
Yeah, I have too.
But she scatters off, and I don't know if it's pure mental health or the mental health along with maybe she's trying some drugs out here. It's
I know young girls that get passed around from camp to camp by the men that live. You know, it's sad. It's just sad.
Well, I know last time I saw her, she was kind of hanging around the RV down there with what's his name?
Chief. Yeah.
Yeah. He seems to be a nice guy though.
He is. Like, he came over and helped the other day. I was down in my back, and he came and took my trash and stuff for me.
Yeah.
He also took my clothes and threw them in the trash because he couldn't determine it.
Oh Lord.
Oh, it was terrible. But he means well, and he does try. Like, he does. And when he's one of the rare that he'll cook. He'll find some food somewhere, and he'll cook, and he'll come bring some to people, or he'll bring some coffee. That he found some coffee. And
he walked up. He walked up on me the other day with a whole pot of coffee.
Yeah.
And I think he had a turkey leg or something in his hand. I hope it was turkey.
Yeah.
Unless he's out here catching bobcats. Yeah. No, he seems to be a good guy.
That is we come against is the dogs.
Right.
I'm glad I have a good dog. Like she's laying here at my feet now, but like she doesn't let them come near me whenever. But dog bites are treacherous, and there's been people that are attacked by dogs out here. You know, people drop off dogs all the time. They
really.
So
yeah, I've yet to get bitten by a dog from Houston to here so far.
That's good.
Hasn't happened yet, but we'll see. I don't know. My theory is
I had one creep up on me, and I mean creep up on me. I was coming down the trail, never even heard the dog until it nipped at just almost got my ankle.
Right.
And I was able to turn around and yell and scare it off at that point. But.
Well, for the most part, from what I've seen, there's such a human connection that's needed from the dogs. That's why they stay out here.
Exactly.
You know, outside of the other reasons. And I think because they connect to that so well, unless you're an outsider, there's something they can't trust. I mean, they're pretty much good. I used to bring my dog. My dog has been here a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been here a bunch of times, but she's pretty quiet. Other dogs know she's not a threat.
Yeah.
I'm just afraid of when we meet that one dog that's just mentally, not stable and won't read.
This one
any
girl
of
got
the
attacked by
signals.
4 dogs. 4 dogs attacked her.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and she was bad. Her leg was bad. It was infected. It was bad. But she couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
She couldn't do anything but try to cover her head and ride it out.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. So one ending thing that I kind of try to ask everyone is that when you have a happy thought about being out of here, what does that look like?
Going back to work, being back on my feet. I loved my job.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much, Sasha, okay?
Okay, thank
See
you.
what we
I
can
love
do.
y'all. I appreciate all y'all's help.
All right.